Let's attempt to use the current characters I have now. I upgraded them and stuff, so maybe that we can use them. Staring through the ashes of another life, not life. I don't know why that's in my head.
지정 보호 구역의 소요 사태 확인. 일이라면
말뚝을 쑤셔 넣어주죠.
주먹으로 매만지며 탐구할 순간
키만 잡고 있을 때가 아니구려.
Alright, so most of these guys
움직이는 먹인 자.
are resistant to smash, which is all they do. What damage?
저 가운데에 있는 배에 계속 눈길이
So
가네요.
maybe you can change the title lock on. I'll change the game. Okay, I feel like this is perfect.
지발로 의뢰했다면 정화.
내가 시범을 보이지. 내가 시범을 보이지.
I don't like this coin mechanic that they have going. It does not feel good. They have enough bleed that they just die.
내가 시범을 보이지.
He just keeps hitting heads.
그 오물을 떼어내주지. 기름도 나오지 않는 놈이구려.
위험인물 발견. 제압. 최선의 방어를.
다 죽어라. 내가 시범을 보이지. 그 오물을 떼어내주지. 다 죽어라.
One shot kill on that. Is that self-destructive purge? Is that hurting me a lot?
모든 결과들은 파우스트가 알아요. 초시 1번.
이 또한 지식이 되도록.
종원, 조명이 전멸하는 저곳으로. 파도가 모든 것을 쳐부술 거다.
수많은 것들이 옥죄어 온다.
좋아.
좋아.
불길 속으로.
알겠어. 최선의 방어. 지발리 유래했다면.
불길 속으로. 다 죽어라.
하! 그러고 내 머리가 쪼개지진 않았을 텐데.
불길 속으로.
벌써 부서졌나? 쓸모가 없군. 초식 1번.
이상이 무엇이라 생각하시오?
활락에 삼켜지기 전에. 모든 결과들은
We avoided the insta-death.
파우스트가 알아요. 초식 1번. 활락에 삼켜지기 전에. 모든 결과들은 파우스트가 알아요. 움직이지 않는 나무 토막으로
내 항해가 여기서 끝나는 건가?
이 또한 지식이다.
Hey, Cobra! Thank you for the study,
Mimicano
Cobra.
Movida just became a kobold. Emergency food yay.
깨어라. 알겠어.
Thank you, Cobra, Cobra.
없어서. 아직 완전해지지.
Oh, and now he's gonna use his coupon.
이 또한 지식이 되도록.
불길 속으로 그 오물을 가져가라. 이게 답이 아니었다고?
가장 당연한 순간이 내게도 왔군.
위험인물 발견.
Yeah, there was nothing I could do there.
요청을.
Mimi, you can't escape Cobra unnoticed.
젠장 어째서?
I think I had it about it the right way. I just don't know where to go from here. Is Will here today? I need like hints. Guys, give me some hints here. What am I doing incorrect? Look at these guys again. They're all doing smash, right? Yeah, not one thing they do is not smash. Smash resistance is amazing. He wants to be... The thing you want to do is stagger him. Well, if you've seen how many fights I've gone through, you decide. Like, I'm willing to do it the legitimate way, obviously. But what am I doing wrong? I feel like I figured out what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to wait till he uses Test of the Big Brother. And then you want to stagger him. Yeah, I've added a lot of blunt damage. She's blunt. She's blunt. He's pierce. She's blunt. He's blunt. He's blunt. That's who I put on there. I changed her to the Zwei. Figured that out. I figured you want to be resistant to smash, but also you want to do smash damage. Eats every hit? Okay. This is yours, right?
목표 위치로 돌격 중.
How do I get her to eat every hit? Are you talking about against him or against the little guys? Redirect the major hits to her when possible.
초심 1번.
Use Vish counter next turn. It's considered an attack.
Okay. This one? Alright. I can only roll bad on him now. See, I don't understand what I'm supposed to do with this man. Alright, we'll figure out what to do with you after.
It only looks bad because you have paralyze. It will roll fine after the one coin fails.
That's the problem, is like he only has 2 coins, so the best he can get is what it's showing. So they have to roll bad. That's the problem with this fight, is like I don't really have anyone that can deal with half of this.
초심 1번.
What's going on, people here?
좋아.
See? They always get at least one hit in, and then they put those coins on me, and I can't do anything about that. I don't like that mechanic at all. That's gotta be my least liked mechanic in any game. Is, oh, you just failed. It's already a 50-50 chance half the time.
I would probably not bring Yi Sang if you do redo this fight. He's fatal to blunt, I think.
He's not. He's neutral to it, but he has bleed on him. That's why I'm taking him, because I feel like bleed works well on these guys, since if they're gonna get attacks off anyways, they might as well take bleed for it. But the problem is he doesn't do enough bleed by himself with her. I thought with her and him, my two bloody girls, my two bloody boy characters, it'd be easier, but
위험인물 발견. 제압할게요. 앗. 대검 방어.
내가 시범을 보이지.
대검 방어.
I will say this. He's crazy strong with this move. Self-destructive purge. Because he can sometimes just kill them outright.
위험인물 발견. 제압할게요.
It's burn with mostly bleed. Because I didn't have everyone having bleed.
대검 방어.
Like he one-shot one of these guys.
그 오물
Twice. Wait, if it's should I use Otis? Should I use Rupture Otis? 'Cause that seems kind of broken. If it forces them to attack her.
You can use a non-counter after power guarding. She does insane amounts of damage.
대검 방어.
좋아, 다 죽어라.
Like, what would I do?
As long as she has her shield buff up, she will probably one-shot most people.
Oh, really? He says so.
especially with green skill.
Especially with her green skill.
It does 70% increased damage if she has shield buff.
Sounds good.
위험 인물 발견. 제압할게요.
좋아.
무지에서 도피하지 말라.
지발리에 의뢰했더니 대범의 머리가
오케이.
찢어지지 않았을 텐데.
Do unopposed attacks if possible. Ishmael won't fall over anytime soon anyways.
Do only... Well, the first round they attack other people. Some of them are attacking her. But that's why I do this.
I think they fixed me. D.
You think they fixed you? So if I do this... Oh, are you only attacking her this time? No, you're attacking him, I know. Because if I do this... Yeah, you're attacking him. Then do that. Yeah. Just all in on this guy. He's the only one that's doing something. You two are attacking him. Let's do that. Everyone else is attacking her.
정화.
On Ricardo's phase, you can chains of other him to massively lower his coin rolls as well.
떼어내주지.
Yeah. That's what I was doing. I was using my like deep offensive down things on him.
불길 속으로.
알겠어. 하?
무지에서 도피하지 말라.
위험 인물 발견. 제압할게요. 타! 대검 방어.
This is the legit way?
좋아.
The old cheese strat was just bringing Grippy Claire and Ishmael, and make Ishmael eat dirt while Grip Claire did all the damage.
갓. 차! 수바이에 의뢰했다면
Rip Claire. Who's Rip Claire? You mean this girl? House?
위험 인물 발견. 갓. 제압할게요. 벌써 부서졌나?
다 죽어라.
수바이에 의뢰했다면 대검의 머리가 쪼개지진 않았을 텐데.
Oh, Gripper Claire. This guy?
지금은 바빠요.
Oh, using this move? Alright, so obviously we go here. Everyone attacking you? Oh, almost everyone is attacking you except for his one move right there. So now everything's attacking her. And I'm guessing anything we do this.
Okay, so Ricardo will summon infinite tads, so you can just ignore them.
I
Just
thought that
focus
might
on
be the case.
defeasing him and have Ish always have her shield
Crazy
buff
thing
up
is,
for
he
infinite
doesn't
aggro.
summon them. He doesn't summon them. I killed both of them, and he just starts using mind coupons and one-shotting half of my team. Because they're already low at that point, so they just start dying.
이 또한 지식이 되도록. 수많은 것들이 옥죄어온다.
You can very easily clear this even if everyone else dies with just Svyish.
Oh, she staggered. Oh, no, she didn't. Okay,
You can use Ryoshu's block to offset the evade.
Ryoshu's. Oh, her block.
Or Sinclair.
이 또한 지식이 되도록.
He's about to corrode, so it's probably better to use his block instead to offset.
Oh, you told me that late. They're defending. Right, I want to defend that. Right.
Bum rush him, he's about you to hair coupons.
How do you bum rush, man?
Put everyone else on the counter.
Oh, everyone else on the counter. Okay.
Wait. You can't offset counters.
Oh, I can't. I will attack it.
이 또한 지식이 되도록.
이 전투는 승리할 거예요.
Use Vyash green skill here.
이 또한 지식이 되도록.
모든 결과들은 파우스트가 알아요.
수많은 것들이 옥죄어 온다.
최선의 방어를.
그 오물을 떼어내주지.
Staggered him.
이 또한 지식이 되도록.
모든 결과들은 파우스트가 알아요.
Post 카드도.
It's better to power guard here with Ish. She will take less damage.
Power guard here.
내가 시범을 보이지. 내 항해가 끝나는 건가?
Good, good, good. Thought that might happen.
위험인물 발견. 제압할게요.
Just keep power guarding.
답이 아니었다고?
가장 당연한 순간이
Well, everyone's dead.
내게도 왔군.
위험인물 발견.
Didn't matter.
제압할게요. 대검 방어. 빨리 지원 요청을.
They may have fixed this while.
젠장. 어째서?
Try it one more time. Since I saw that though, I'm gonna take him out and put her in.
명을 받듭니다.
Wait, only brings Y? I don't understand. Okay.
목표 위치로 돌격 중. 위험인물 발견. 제압할게요. 위험인물 발견. 제압할게요. 대검 방어. 시바이에 의뢰했다면 대검의 머리가 쪼개지진 않았을 텐데.
Yeah, I got her. And I have her almost level 40. She works pretty well even without full Heisho, but you want some Heisho maybe. For more rupture.
위험인물 발견. 제압할게요. 대검 방어. 최선의 방어를. 위험인물 발견. 제압할게요. 대검 방어. 대검의 머리가 쪼개지진 않았을 텐데.
What are y'all talking about? Are y'all doing spoilers in the chat?
위험인물 발견. 제압할게요. 시바이에 의뢰했다면 위험인물 발견. 제압할게요. 대검의 머리가 쪼개지진 않았을 텐데. 위험인물 발견. 제압할게요. 위험인물 발견. 제압할게요. 대검 방어. 시바이에 의뢰했다면 시바이에 의뢰했다면 대검의 머리가 쪼개지진 않았을 텐데. 대검의 머리가 쪼개지진 않았을 텐데. 최선의 방어를. 대검의 머리가 쪼개지진 않았을 텐데. 위험인물 발견. 제압할게요. 대검의 머리가 쪼개지진 않았을 텐데.
What do I do here? Just guard and...
You should be able to safely kill Ricardo's goons at this point. Or just Giga focus him down.
위험 인물 발견. 제압할게요. 최선의 방어를. 위험 인물 발견. 제압할게요.
Use one of your other non-green skill slows to power guard.
최선의 방어를. 지바이에 의뢰했다면 대검 방어.
As you can see, the green Owen does 500 billion damage.
Maybe.
위험 인물 발견. 제압할게요. 최선의 방어를. 위험 인물 발견. 제압할게요. 최선의 방어를. 위험 인물 발견. 제압할게요. 최선의 방어를. 지바이에 의뢰했다면 대검 방어. 위험 인물 발견. 제압할게요. 최선의 방어를.
Well, it won't hurt when she comes back.
장난이 길었고. 저는 저양이다.
Oh, you still fight. You still lose. Okay. I was about to say. You regenerate like nothing happened.
내 손질받았어야 할 어느
Unlike my
날은
hairdo, which should have received its rightful care that day, and will never recover. Did my clock even make a difference against someone so overwhelmingly powerful? My legs began to shake. Strategy, resurrections, and all seemed completely meaningless against this onslaught.
다른 수를 생각해야 할 겁니다. 저는 또다시 신체 활동을 멈출 것이기에 효과적으로 그리고 중지의 저자는 금방 당신까지 처리할 생각을 하겠죠. 중지 소속과 얽히는 것은 예정에 있어선 안 되는 일이었습니다. 당신이 시계를 몇 번이나 돌리던 결과는 같을 것이고 저자가 히스클리프를 이리저리 죽이는 것이 실증이 나면
Heathcliff is just suffering, man. It will not matter how many times you turn the clock. Turn the clock. That man will crush your clock as soon as he tires of inventing new, different ways of killing Heathcliff. There's a button on your back of your head. Tap it. Times. Hold it. Times. We had plenty on our journey here. The sinners always give their lives to learn our enemy's weakness or patterns while I worked out a strategy from the rear. The answer would always be somewhere within our reach. Slowly but surely, we'd figure out the answer, and for that purpose of an answer, the sinners rose again. But this time was... Once you have completed the sequence, you have 30 seconds before the charge in your head explodes. In other words, you can self-detonate. That is our last resort. An emergency preventive measure to stop our enemy from getting their hands on the golden bows. While the explosion radius may be small, the heat and force it generates are power enough to melt even the stars of the city. It should be effective enough to cremate the golden bows as well. I see that you now have the full understanding of our predicament. We have no way of relaying our present situation to him. Even if he did learn about troubles, he has no means to reach us within the next 2 hours. What about the sinners? When I'm gone, you guys are... I'm well aware of the consequences. My world will meet its end here. That is why this is your last resort. I could keep running away. I'll take the boat and try to stay alive until the laws of the lake let Virgilus cross the border. And there's a chance, yes, but it is incredibly slim. Second time after Siegfried. Overwhelming sense of dread, so overwhelming that it breaks even our fighting spirits. The incident with Siegfried was humiliating, but he wasn't there to obliterate us. He was just there to teach us a lesson. This man, he's not going to stop until he's completely broken every sinner's will. Until he's satisfied. Until the humiliation the middle faced is recuperated. He will kill. Even though this may be the end of LCB, the world, Limbus Company must continue to exist. Dante, you must make a judgment call.
재밌는 게 다 있네. 몸은 다 터져
Torn to pieces, yet with burning eyes, you still attempt to rise.
계속
이딴 것들 때문에.
Can't. Not here. Not like this.
역시 째깍째깍 돌아가면 시체가 되살아나는군.
TikTok and bring back the dead, huh?
세상 참
What a world we
좋아졌네.
live in. Is that the kind of tech even allowed in the city, though? Guess I'll go ask Great Sister once I get back.
nu님에게 물어봐야겠군.
Ishmael, we can't win. I'm sure Ishmael knew better than anyone. I couldn't bring myself to tell her the same thing.
닥쳐요.
Shut up! Stop freaking around and do your job!
다음 기회에
If you don't try, why don't you?
계속.
Bring me back again.
다시. 인명 피해 없음. 기물 피해 경매. 완벽한.
Hey, you leave my Gregor alone.
당분간
He's a
귀하신
cutie.
분들의 영지 보호 의뢰가 끊이질 않겠어요.
Think for the flash servant.
좋아. 이번엔
Good, you
선글라스를
nicked my
스쳤어.
sunglasses.
하지만
Too bad. You'll have to try
기회에.
again. Damn it. I didn't face all those waves just to. As long as I can keep trying, I can. The mist thickens. It expands, devouring everything. Our food, future, our hopes, any some chance of victory we had. What is poise for, anyways? And so does the fog of my sight, of my mind. Will this continue until either Ishmael gives up, or until he gets tired of this little game? Until he simply walks over and crushes me. Could Virgilus piece my shattered clock back? Is that even possible? If I did as False told me and blew my head up, not even a shred of me would be.
슬슬 똑같은
Your
말만
repertoire's
들으니
starting to get old.
지루해져가는데. 메인
How about we
이벤트.
just zoom right past that
시계
into the main
부수기로
event? I
가볼까?
call this clock bashing.
안돼. 단테. 뛰어요. 어떻게든 도망쳐.
No, Dante, run. Get out of here. The clock fellow's gotta
이 지경을
be
다
something so
겪고도
precious,
아직
very
다리를
precious to you.
붙잡고 매달릴 정도.
Just look at her, hanging onto my leg after all
당신
that
엄청
beating.
소중한 사람인가 보다.
관리자는
Not the manager. No, not Dante. Not Dante. I press the button. That really gonna be my last ever thought? There was a distant sound like an answer to my question. That solemn sound told clearly through the blinding fog.
아,
It was a skiff, one much smaller, much more modest than ours. From beyond the misty veil, the skiff slowly guided across water in our direction. On it was a solitary figure holding an oar, a giant harpoon attached to the bow of the ship.
왜?
But why? Big brother in the middle. We could probably break the puny skiff into half with his bare hands. Stares at it in stunned silence. It became clear that the skiff didn't float here by accident. When the figure on the boat began to gently rowing in our direction. In the mist, we saw something flash atop the skiff. The hero hurled something in our general direction. It flew so fast, no human eye could catch it. I didn't even have time to register that something was throwing before I noticed something was pierced the big brother's left shoulder. And a powerful shockwave, far mightier than anything the pirates had fired earlier, struck us. The air itself quaked.
Boka, I got enough.
Enough what? The figure leaped over the skiff to the Vladimir court, branch successfully and gracefully and with agility. The man from the middle, so far unassailable, stumbled, fell to his knees, his shoulders skewered. You. That's when I finally noticed what the figure had thrown. It was a harpoon. A harpoon too immense to be thrown by a mere person, let alone at such blinding speed. Give me a sec. The hooded figure's arm was wreathed in familiar light. You old geezer.
영감탱이. Thought
you were out there fishing. What do you think? You're some hot shit now that you made a color? They made you a color? Just because you hunted the marlin whale? Are you challenged in the middle to a hunt? Like where's some whale? That it? You're not that kind of idiot. Who would attack me without knowing the consequences? Middle is no different from a whale. But that's not why I'm here. I'm just after a fish that got away. Of course you are. I'm sure there's no need for me to remind you that Middle never forgets. Feel free to write me down in the remaining margins of that nasty little book if you wish. The one man tugs Harpoon lodged in the Big Brother's shoulder. Big Brother tried to hold his ground against Harpoon's pool until there was a crunch. Those that do not bend break. Harpoon tore off his entire shoulder with it. It was a force that would have turned most people into tattered meat. Not bad. Would you like to give it another try? Fine, I'll leave for now. But don't you forget. Middle remembers. It doesn't matter what I did here. Middle will remember everyone and everything that dared turn their back on it. The Middle always pays its steps, in whichever form. Ishmael and I had no choice but to watch in silent awe as the old man approached us. Harpoon was still in his hand, and if he wished to strike us with it, we could almost never hope to get out of his way. I'm looking for the fish that consumed this structure. Are you also here to fish? That was unexpected of you, Faust. For you of all sinners to be the one to bring aboard a big shot to our humble abode. Fisk. Do you have any idea how many times that prick killed us? The least you could do is... Yes, that reminds me. I'll have to reopen my personal consultation hours for a certain kleptomaniac among us. He's just gonna get murdered 1,000 times after he just got murdered 1,000 times. All because he had to have some cute stickers. He's scared. Virgilus's obvious discontent at the involvement of an outsider didn't seem to bother Faust. I consider him indispensable to the completion of this mission. And why is that? Because I am the only one who can hunt the palid whale. Of course you are. You indigo elder. Indigo? He's a color? That means to say that at this very moment I'm sharing space with not one but 2 color fixers! I heard that you are wandering the Great Lake to hunt its whales. Last I heard, you hunted one of the 5 calamities, the all-impaling marlin whale. The old man grunted. It was neither confirmation nor denial, but that was the old way the man was. Everyone understood that. All circumstantial evidence suggests the gold bowl was devoured by the whale, stranded at the Great Lake. I'll be right back, guys. I gotta go bathroom. Baby. Hey, baby. Right. She's sleeping, guys. All right.
꿀꺽에서만 보였다던 오지양 중 하나인
All circumstantial evidence suggests the golden bow was devoured by the whale straight in the gully. Yes, that very same pallid whale of the 5 kilometers normally observed in the outskirts.
역시
Of course.
그렇겠지.
Happy things always tend to flow.
그런 흐름일 테니까.
시간을 많이
We've wasted
뺏겼네.
much time, so I'll be blunt. I wish to hunt the pallid whale.
그리고 우리는 남는 게
Yes, and time's
시간이지.
all we have.
또한 저희는
Moreover, we know where the whale
고래가
is
어디로
headed.
향할지 알고 있음. 당신은 그 고래를
I'm certain that
잡기
you have spent a significant
고래
amount of time
또한
observing and learning the whale to
기회를
hunt
맛보며
that whale to hunt it.
나름의 방법.
이건 어때요?
I've got a plan.
원한다면
I'll do anything to make it work,
뭐든
even if you want me to there as only as bait.
그 방법은
This is how we'll do it. Crowd fell silent when Ishmael had finished explaining her plan.
미쳐.
You're mad. All that
아까
thrashing
혼자서
finally sent
제일
you off the
많이
deep
처먹고
end.
나더니 아예
이건 내
I'm just
목적일
going there for
뿐이에요.
my mission, and the gold mode just happens to be in the same
가는 길에
direction.
황금가지가 있는 거고. 당신들
I'll leave it up to you. Well, to the manager, since their decision matters the
관리자님의
most.
결정이 제일 중요하겠죠. 아무튼 이 회사나 저나 목적을 달성하려는 방법을 모색할 뿐이에요.
This company and me, we're both just trying to find a way to reach our goals. That's all this is.
그리고
Besides, does anyone have a
딱히
better
이렇게 할
idea?
방법도 없잖아요.
나는 반대야.
No, can't agree to
저걸
that.
정상적인
We're making a mistake
생각이라고
by even
들어주는
entertaining that
것부터
blarmy
잘못됐어.
idea.
한 가지
I must ask you
질문이
one
남았다.
last thing.
붉은색.
Will you join us to fish,
자네도
Red?
이 낚시에 함께 하는가?
The Indigo Elder suddenly broke his silence with a question. I'm not experienced or particularly skilled at hunting marine life, but I have other more important concerns that prevent me from joining. So no, unless the worst comes to pass, I will not take part. The old man rose from his seat and walked off as he was about to leave.
잠깐.
Wait a moment.
기다려줄 수 있겠나? 길잡이가
We
참여하지
don't need the
않도록
guide. With a proper
순서는
plan,
있을 수
we're more than capable of completing this
계획을
mission.
면밀히 짠다면 우리끼리 충분히 수행할 수 있을 테니 그렇게 섣불리 포기하는 것은
Give up so quickly is. I never
거절한다고
said I
말한 적
am.
없네. 창백한 고래를
This loud,
잡으려면
screaming ship won't do in our hunt
이
for the pallid
요란한
whale.
비명을 지르는 배로는 힘들 것이.
Screaming. I don't think Mythosaurus was that loud. He doesn't understand that it's the voices inside of it that are screaming. Hubris.
가까이.
The hunt. The boat must be
그리고
remain
은밀히
near
다가가야 하므로
and covert. A narrow and sturdy boat is all that we need.
배가 필요하지.
All you need to hear was that Virgilus wasn't going to help out. Why?
그러게. 오히려 손이 줄게 되어서
Right?
거절할 줄
This could go
알았는데.
so much smoother if Fergie was with us.
말씀하신 배는
We can't prepare a boat that
저쪽에서
fits your
구비하고
specifications. Should you
필요하다면
request it?
한 척을 더 내어드리죠.
아니.
That's all right. I'll sail my own
나는 내
skiff.
배로 좋게.
그 낚시
That old dinghy, that whale could spit
고래가
it in two
꼬리만
with a
푸덕이면
little
다
wag of its
부서질 것
tail.
같이 생겼던데.
아니
No, that
저
skiff
배
may not look like
상태는
much, but it's
구려 보여도
extremely durable.
어지간해서 부서지지 않는 배다.
I see that X-Corp's alloys have been used in its construction.
구하기 힘든
That
재료였을
could have
텐데.
easily been an ingredient to come by. Could not have been an easy ingredient to come by.
혹시
Another bit of having a color bestowed upon me? I've heard of the tale. Instead of entertaining that bombardment of questions, he approached me.
보아하니.
I noticed earlier in the scuffle the
지금까지
clock seems to be
호수에서 선원들은
have been you and the
자네의
crew's
시계로
lifeline.
인해 목숨을 부지해 온 것 같군. 어떤
I know not how it works,
원리인지는
but I presume it's a singularity of sorts.
점의 일종일 테지. 하지만
It will not
그
work
고래에게는
against the whale.
하지 않을 능력일 거야. 그러니
So start now.
지금부터라도 모든
Get used to
것을
the idea that
되돌릴
not
수
everything
있다고
can be brought back.
맹신하지는 말게.
Why? Why did you accept? Even after Virgilus opted out. It was a question that had been unable to let go.
어째서
Want to ask why you accepted our request even after Virgilus opted out of it.
질문이
You
틀렸고
asked me the wrong question.
오히려 붉은색이 나섰다면
I would have
거절했을
denied your
것이다.
request had Red agreed to take part.
붉은색과
Let's say that
내가
Red's joined us.
나섰다면
We would do
걸리더라도
together
반드시
battle the
그
whale in a
고래를
long,
잡을 수
arduous
있겠지.
struggle. In the end, the whale would surely go down,
둘 중
taking one of
하나는
us with it.
죽겠지만, 그래서 붉은색이
That is why
나선다면
I would have opted out
거절할
if Red chose to
생각이
join
없네.
us.
그간
Because the hunt will
내가
no
잡은
longer be
것이
mine.
아무리 되니까
그게 무슨 말이야?
Whatever doth thou to me, thou intends to elude me.
한계에
I mean
부딪힐
that I
수
would not
없다는 뜻이야.
be able to test the limits.
한계?
The limits. What are you even
무슨
talking
말을 하는
about?
거예요? 필요한 모든
Look,
수를
to hunt the whale,
가용해서라도
we have to prepare everything we have and
지도에
out of fear,
그어진
humans troop borders, even to the outskirts that lie beyond the human cities.
사람이 두려워하여 그어버렸던 선이라면 그 뒤에는
Beyond it are stars that lie beyond the edge of understanding, beyond even the concept of fear itself.
나는
I am but a
선을 넘어
fisherman,
그 이해에
seeking to
맞서려는
cross the
너무라네.
borders and challenge that very understanding.
설마
Are you talking about what lies upon the outskirts? It's outrageous?
그 고래는
What whale
모든
devours
걸
everything? It
집어삼키고 재앙을
brings nothing but
부르고 다녀요.
calamity. How could you? Ah,
자네는
so you have been a
먹잇감이
prey
되어본
once,
적이 있는
sailor.
사람이군. 이곳에 있는
Countless lakes
수많은
here also
호수로
devour, summon
모든 걸
calamities.
집어삼키 언젠가
If you find yourself at a
중요한
crossroads,
갈피에
you find your
놓이게 되었을
life
때
is nothing, worth nothing
자신의
in the
목숨은
face.
전혀 아깝지 않다는
what
생각이
lies
들게
before you.
된다면 지금 했던
Recall this
이야기를
conversation.
다시 한번 떠올려 보게. 나는 원래
I'm
조언을
no
해주는
longer,
것에
I'm no
익숙하지
good
않아.
with advice. Never was.
그럼에도 몇 마디
Still,
던져 놓는 것은
I thought I'd part with a few words.
같은 노를 저어가는
As
사람에
fellow
대한
seafarer,
동질감이라고 해두지.
suppose I felt a bit of kinship. As per the old man's directions, we rode on the skiff prepared on Mrs. Sophocles. I saw Ishmael moments before boarding the skiff on Mrs. Sophocles. This was Ishmael's plan, but I have no way of knowing what she was really thinking. An inkling, yes. And so far I've been going along with those vague guesses. Vague guesses that led to disasters. So I had to ask her myself, Ishmael, what do you really want?
내가
What do you really want?
원하는 것. She wanted to kill the old man? She was hiding it well from the other sinners and Virgilus. I could clearly see what she really wanted, her true desire. Ishmael, she was lifting the body from the waters. A body that was torn asunder, shattered bones, strips of muscle tissue. Ishmael trembled with elation what looked like the captain's mutilated corpse. 뭐예요? 얼른 가죠.
Come on, let's get going. Wait, is his actual name her old captain? Is he actually? Well, no. She said her captain was a female, didn't she? Whoa! Why are you saying whoa?
이 경로는 숨어들기 나쁘지 않군 그래.
As we discussed earlier, we took a different route from the Indigo Elder. We were the first to arrive at the separate destinations for our plan. Something's floating over there. Not long after we crossed the line where the lake water turned dark gray, we noticed something pale peeking out from the lake.
저건
Those islands?
섬인
There's a lot of them.
걸까요? 뭔가 많네요.
Oh,
암초일 수도
it may be reefs. Perhaps this
어쩌면
lake's
이번 호수는
challenge to navigate it
이런
while avoiding them
장애물들을
to the best of our
피하며 항해하는
abilities.
중요한 곳일지도 모르겠고.
크기가
They sure do
들쭉날쭉하긴
look
하네요.
rocky. But they're
저건
too big
암초라고
to be called
보기엔
reefs.
크기가 뭔가 느껴지는 것이
You
있어
sense
단테.
aught, Dante?
저것들이 몰려있지 않은
We
공간을
meant
찾아 나아갈
we
수도
may attempt to
있겠지만
discover a path that does not lead into a
그쪽이
area
틀린
cluttered with
방향이라
such obstacles.
작전이 물거품이
But that would
될 테니.
require us to hazard a path unknown. It would lead to this plan's ruin. Enders! Hi, Enders.
Boka Boka is so very cute. Go, go. Everyone missed you, Enders. You silly.
대략적인 방향이라도
You can
알려주시면
sense even the most general direction of the golden bow. Please relay it to me. I can use that to approximate its location.
쪽빈 노인이 준
I can
정보를
assure you a degree of accuracy now that we have us an additional data provided by the Indigo Elder.
뭐야? 시계 대가리가 나침반 역할을 하는 거야? 진작 그랬으면
Why couldn't you have just been our magic combats to begin with, Clockhead?
호수라는 특수성을
They're
가진
able to do this only under peculiar conditions of the Great Lake,
시도되는
which was
방법일
very
뿐입니다.
few in way of obstacles.
육지의 도시는
Urban areas of the city are dense with
온갖
structures,
건축물과
both high and
그 안에
low,
높은
and
밀도의
into the
사람들로
underground. The
가득
higher
찼기 때문에
population density also complicates
황금가지를
matters.
근거리가 아닌
Considering that Dante can detect the golden bow only in
가리킨
close
방향대로
proximity,
간다는
considering that there may
거대한
be
벽이
insurmountable
막고 있으니
obstacles in our
의미가
way,
있죠.
their sense will not be of much help here. Yes. But they're
결국 다른
back to
데에서는
just being your
시계
usual
대가리라는
clockhead
거구나.
anywhere else. That's why I could feel the golden bow here, even when it was so far away. Raised my finger pointed towards the general direction of this vague feeling. Oh, okay, Andres. I guess it doesn't count you here then. Or however which does this. Okay. I gotta switch into the one because it was requested. Okay. I raised my finger and pointed in the general direction of the vague feeling.
확인했습니다.
Confirmed.
해당
We
방향으로
will turn the ship
상하죠.
around in that direction. Ishmael wordlessly steered the ship according to Faust's words. We grew near to the island, or reef. A heavy silence descended upon listeners. Oh. Until Ishmael gasped with a sudden realization.
이 호수였구나.
It's this lake. There was an incomprehensible look on Ishmael's face. Maybe I saw unrestrained joy. The joy of finding something she's been searching for so long. Just an overwhelming, all-consuming happiness that her facial muscles began to twitch on their own. Maybe I saw extreme fear, the fear of the face destined unavoidable horror. The lake's splashing waves hit her trembling face, down her cheeks, or maybe it was her sweating from dread.
이스마엘, 무언가 깨달은 정보가 있는 건가요?
Ishmael, you have new information to share with us? Yeah, here.
네,
I know what to do from here. I know exactly what to do.
오티스 씨.
Otis, I can't clearly see what's in front of us from back here. Tell me precisely what you see. Their numbers, their sizes, all of it.
암초들 주변에는 거센 해류가 흐르고 있으니 빠르게 피할 방법을 파악해야 하는 거.
Trying to avoid the wild currents and find a safe path through these rocks? Understood. Nodded empathetically before rising from her seat to gaze at the path ahead. She balanced herself up this ship rock.
350m
About 350 meters ahead, minuscule plain-patterned, glistening rocks. About 500 meters ahead of that is a medium-sized rock. That is a bump on top of it that stands out.
중간 규모의 암초 하나.
Boka looking so cute.
No!
계속하세요.
Continue.
그리고
Not far ahead of
그것도
that,
얼마 떨어지지
from
않은
there
거리.
is a large island with a rough
숭숭
forest
뚫린
surface.
거친 지감의
Upon
대형
closer
규모의
inspection,
섬.
it's like an archipelago of 4
자세히
similar
보니.
islands. Good.
첫 번째 암초는 성공적으로
Good, we made it
통과했다.
past the first shot.
뭔가 암초라기에는 생각했던 질감하고는 다르네요.
It's the whale, isn't it? It's the whale. Its texture was a bit different from a normal rock. wasn't it?
잘 알.
GE.
저건 단단한 암석이나
Wait,
흑재질로
what's GE?
만들어지지 않았고.
That's not the texture of a rock, or even a soil.
두 번째도 통과.
We just passed the second one.
야, 앞에 덩치 큰 놈하고 길쭉한
Boy,
놈한테
what's so
가려져서
weird
안
about that
보여서
texture?
그런데
I can't even see
되게
over
뭐가
the big
이상하단
boy
거야?
and long one.
저건
That there.
살아 숨쉬는 거다.
It's a living, breathing thing.
뭐?
What?
잠깐,
Wait, Suavi,
물게.
watch where you're
네
steering
놈
ship.
어디로
What
주차하는
is
거냐?
crash into that third rocket
세
this
번째
right?
맞게 가는 거예요.
And that's what I'm going to do, Otis. That's where we get off.
잠깐, 저거 말하는 거야?
That rock,
저
that
기분
creepy
나쁜
porous
구렁이
rock
숭숭
over
뚫리죠?
there.
야,
Feel
쳐들었어도
free to crash
혼자서만
into a rock in
난리
your
치라고.
free time, but don't take
저기에
all of us
사람은
with
그냥
you.
나무 한 그루도 없는데 뭘
There's not even
없겠다고
a single
그래요?
tree up there. Let alone a person. What the bloody hell are we in here for?
생각하는 방식부터 틀렸어요. 당신.
Gotta screw your head on a different direction in the Great Lake, Cliff.
뭐가 틀렸다?
What are you talking about? A loud shock and an ear-spitting sound of the skiff scratching and sliding against something. Cut teeth with off. Do you even know what you're doing, woman?
한.
Oh yeah, she knows. Wait, the white color. Ishmael?
네.
Yeah,
애초에 이것들은
those aren't
산이
islands or
아니에요.
rocks. What we thought were islands suddenly rumbled and vibrating as ground tremors from an earthquake.
전부
They're all
고래의
a
일부예요.
part of a whale.
이건
A colossal creature shudders as it wakes from a great slumber.
헤어내리. 대범의 머리가 쪼개지진 않았을 텐데.
내가 시범을 보이지.
숨통 끊기.
깔끔하게 몰았군. 자, 어쩌겠지. 잘 생각해보라고.
죽어. 숨통 끊기.
If I crash with 210 kilometers or 300, 130 miles per hour, I think it's part of. Don't you dare crash!
이제 끝내지. 헤어내리. 아직 죽진 마라. 가치 없군. 죽어라.
No. Interest?
좋아.
You stay safe.
생동감이 살아있는 좋은 공간이 됐군. 다음 먹잇감도 이런 식이었으면 좋겠어.
좋겠어.
작전 호출. 입감.
I'm gonna use this one. I'm gonna use the boat captain.
뜀박질 시간.
내가 시범을 보이지.
Oh, is she super effective against
She is, isn't
입을
she?
열 시간이 있나? 고래에 집중해. 총원 돌격!
Yeah, that'd be nice.
숨통 끊기.
Cobra is lurking. What?
가치 없고.
What do you want? What? What do you want from me? What do you want? What do you want from me? Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god!
이 작살엔 필살의 집념이 담겨 있지.
Are you not in Discord anymore?
아직 죽지 마라. 가치 없고.
기름도 나오지 않는 놈이구려.
흑수묘 땜박질 춤.
Hi, Naka.
그림자 속으로 가라앉게. 이제 끝내지.
We got about 2.5 hours of boulders today.
좋아, 알아들었어. 땅덩어리인 척하던 이것들.
Does that sound good, Naka?
이 숭숭 뚫린 구멍 같은 것들에게서 인어가 튀어나온다는 것도 알겠어.
Let me finish up doing this and then we will start. Right. I get it. I get it now. All these rocks are actually whales. And I get the mermaids that pop out of these pores.
근데
But I think it's a loony thing that why are we drawing their ire? We could have just gone around them.
스트레스 해소?
Look at the left some
뭐
steam.
그런 거냐?
Hanker for
두더지
give a
잡듯이?
whack-a-mole all of a sudden. Is that it? It's one whale.
그럴 리가 있나요?
Of course not.
제가 알고
This
있는
is
게
just the only
이
method I
방법뿐인
know.
거예요.
You better be ready to explain what you're talking about. Heathcliff's furious. Wasn't the only sinner looking at Ishmael with expectant eyes? There were Otis and other sinners who all looked at her for some answers. Ishmael. I too was too, of course.
저도 이걸
I also
진짜
didn't
하게
think I'd
될지는
actually be doing
몰랐는데.
this. Well,
전설
there's
같은
this
이야기였죠.
legend-like tale. Legend?
배호수를 떠들고
Each lake of the Great
여기를
Lake has its own
사람들이
culture,
많은 만큼
with men wandering and choosing to call those places their homes.
이라고
But naturally, there are as many tales as there are lakes.
뱃사람들에게는
But there's one tale of a certain lake that's passed down orally from sailor to sailor, just like the legends of old.
이
Legend of the gloomy gray lake of wafting and rumbling.
울렁이고 어두운 zet빛 호수.
Saying the
이곳에도
legend of that lake,
모래가락에
passing it down for
맞추어
years and
불려오던
years.
저 해무에 숨겨져
Doom,
있는 공간을
and
열기
hew thy
위해
veiled path to
두드려라.
misty seas.
창백한 그
The
숲을
gloom, and let
찾기
whales
위해
draw their pearls in
고래들을
search of a
물게 하여
palid hue.
알맹이를 고래의 울음소리에
Tomb shall be thy mist path,
드러나.
feeding the weeping whales. Whatever does that mean?
그래서 지금처럼
It's simple.
이 호수에 있는 구멍 고래들을 깨워서 인어들을 다 잡으면 창백한 고래에게 가는 길이 열린다는
It's
말이에요.
simple. Get the poorest whales to wake them. Draw out and hunt their mermaids, and the paths of the palid whales should clear of the mist.
그러니까
You really believe that? Do you
그걸
expect us
지금
to
믿으란 거지.
just
너도
believe
믿고
that
있고.
hogwash?
어? 야,
Blimey.
살다 내가 이런
Didn't think I'd ever say the words before my deathbed, but
너 멍청하냐?
are you stupid?
야,
Listen,
고래를
what
깨우는
does
거랑
waking
저
up these whales have
빽빽한
anything
안개가
to do with
거치는 거랑 대체
getting rid of
무슨
that
연관이
thick
있냐?
fog?
저도 어느 정도 말이 되어야 할
Have to
거
make
아니야.
even a bit of sense, no?
히스클리프 씨가 인과관계를
If
가지고는
Cliff discusses the correlation between actions and consequences, this truly is a rare experience indeed. Shut up, smartass! I'm serious. You think the law that sends waves after us if we don't cross the borders at the exact right moment makes sense? You think the law that makes us go in circles before reaching our destination, the law that doesn't let us go back the way we came, make any sense? I've been telling you this whole time. Common sense has no place in the Great Lake. That's the way it is. This place works, okay? You just have to accept that. Fine. I'll give you that. They're like the laws of the city. As outlandish as they are, there's still strict laws that can be calculated into those variable coordinates or whatnot. What you're plattering here is some vague old song. Am I supposed to believe something so absurd? Yes, because I've seen it myself. Years ago, when a young, stupid, but motivated sailor boarded the ship, he had the most unfortunate opportunity of witnessing this very legend with her own eyes. Because that's how she saw the pale whale. Heathcliff fell silent, scratching his head. The rest of the sinners also nodded and began whispering, I really don't like you. Took the words right out of my mouth. I don't like any of this. I know that you're not the kind of person to blast a lie or tell tall tales just to get the upper hand in a stupid squabble. Fine, let's go all the way to the end. I'll just keep whacking these mole-like things with this club. You can also skip your explanation, but from now on, I would appreciate if you share your knowledge with us before doing anything.
어떤 의미에선 확실한 방향을 알게 되어서
In a way, I'm relieved that we now have a definitive path forward. Yeah, let's go find our next whale. Yes, Executive Manager. All aboard, men! Really, Ocean Mist is splitting through a blade that's in half. Once the limit of the mermaids of the last whale signaled out by Ishmael, the folk slowly began to fade. Behind it was a different lake, beyond the gray sea. Finally.
I'm just going
Plays
in
Jeopardy
and
music.
checking that everything is correctly enabled.
좋아. 생동감이 살아있는 좋은 공간이 됐고.
Alright, guys. We'll play more boulders. Limbus. Next time. It is now time for the weekly. Boulders! Kate!
Alright.
Got new mods we're getting.
I actually need to turn off some, because I don't have them for our game. I have them for mine.
Alright.
Any mods?
I think I got everything set up.
You wish to eat garlic? You can't eat my wife! It's not allowed.
Though,